Sagittarius. This month is about seeing the truth clearly in any and all areas of your life. Hey there, beautiful Sagittarius souls. I hope you've had a peaceful holiday season and that you're ready to step into something brand new. We're moving into a universal 1 year, bold, fresh energy. The kind that pushes doors open and aligns you with real new beginnings. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you for being here again. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you never miss your spiritual guidance. I titled your reading this month, Mic Drop, because you're no longer letting fear, fantasy, or old patterns dictate your choices. Your mind is razor sharp, and that clarity is becoming your freedom. Ready to see what's unfolding? Let's dive in. Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your January monthly tarot reading and for joining me today. As always, please remember these messages are meant to empower you and to guide you towards your highest vibrational good. So just take the messages that resonate. I've uploaded to YouTube on the channel some videos that are all about 2026, your future revealed. So if you haven't taken a look at them, you might want to take a look now and after this video, go check them out. And you can find them on the channel. And also what I'll do is I'll link it to this video if I can for you so that it makes it easier for you to get to it and find it if you haven't seen it. I've already asked for blessings from the angels, the spirits, guides, and the universe. So let's get into your reading and see what they want you to know. What do you think they want you to know? Let's find out. All right, my dear Sagittarius friends, your overarching energy is that Queen of Swords. I love it when the theme of the month is the Queen of Swords, and I'll tell you why. The Queen of Swords, she's like a mic drop, okay? She's like, boom, in your face, here it is, there's the clarity, there's the truth of it, this is what's going down. And I feel like for you, this is your mic drop moment, your mic drop month, Sagittarius. This is the energy of whatever you're looking at, whether it's your relationships, your emotional connections, your what's going down, the day-to-day craziness, whatever it is that you're going through. This is your mic drop moment when you have a clear head and you start to really build out those boundaries. And you're building strong boundaries. You're saying, whoa, do not cross this line. Mic drop. This is it, baby. This is where it stops. This is it. This is who I am. And you're really focused on the truth in this month. You are seeing things exactly as they are. And you're not looking at this like as fear or as fantasy, but really what the truth is here. Okay? So the Queen of Swords is this energy of also direct communication. That's why I say mic drop, because you're speaking your truth. You're saying it like it is, and boom, you drop that mic and you're walking out the door, okay? Now, this is interesting because you have some interesting cards here on the table. The Queen of Swords is asking you to be very honest, okay? Especially in relationships this month, and that doesn't have to just be love relationships. That can be relationships of any nature, business, friendships, you know, anybody that you're dealing with, all right? So you're going to be direct in your speech. If you are being direct in your speech, you might want to throw in a few jokes there, okay? Because being funny when you're passing a message is sometimes more palatable and people take it easier. But above all, you're going to be bringing some clear-headed thinking, some clear-headed thoughts here, and some very unbiased reasoning to the table in whatever you're doing this month. And that's what I love, Sag. There's your mic drop moment, all right? Now, you have Two of Cups, interesting. Eight of Swords, interesting. Nine of Wands, interesting. And ending with this beautiful Sun, which I love. So a sort of a mixed bag of stuff going on here. Maybe some, you know, obviously in your relationships, some stuff going on here. Something that is a little complicated. Something you're pushing through, but then something that breaks, which is very, very, very interesting. All right. Let's start with Two of Cups here, right? Two of Cups. Bringing harmony to a connection of sorts, right? It could be a new connection, could be a new connection, could be a new relationship, something that feels good. For others of you, might just be a mutual understanding with a business partner or somebody you do work with or somebody that is at work. I feel like for somebody, it's somebody who sits like next to you or something. I you know, in the same cubicle formation or something. I'm getting that image. So really, but could be a romantic partnership here, a deepening of a bond if you are in a relationship already, in a romantic relationship, and if you're not, could be a new relationship that is coming here. And really a moment where you're looking, you know, to build something with somebody else, and a deeper something with somebody else. Real emotional alignment in this week. Now, for others of you, like I said, it could be a business partnership. So I'm feeling for someone that you may be dealing with a partner or a project buddy or something like that, you, like I said, either you sit next to them or you feel good with them, all right? Any way you look at it, you're seeing the truth of this relationship. That's what's really important here, okay? You are seeing and communicating very directly, right? Doing that, boom. Here's what it is. Here's the truth of the matter, okay? For somebody else, I'm also feeling that if you're dealing with finances, like if your finances is your situation that you're seeing the truth about, it could be like you're dealing with an advisor or somebody like that. That's who this partnership could be with, somebody who's allowing you to see the truth of your financial situation. And if that's your case, then that's a good plan, because it means you're setting a budget at the beginning of the year, and that's going to be very profitable for you for the end, or for, you know, moving through 2026. So that you're not spending on insignificant things for some of you, but so it's some type of relationship in which you see the truth. It's the type of relationship in which you say, I see you for what you are. I see it for what it is, all right? That is really the moment of the mic dropping there. All right. So let's get into the clarifiers and find out about what this is, because I think this is an interesting read. I love it when there's mysteries on my table. Let's find out. What do you think this Two of Cups is all about? Let's find out. Two of Cups. Two of Cups could be finances for some of you, because I have the Six of Pentacles here, and the Six of Pentacles is about, in the material world, money, finance, right? It's about bringing balance to something, but it's also about having enough. So, because it's very much about a give and take, right? So in a relationship, there is a lot of give and take, right? It's what do you give to the relationship? What do they give back to you? If you're giving too much and they're not giving enough, maybe they're giving more and you're not giving enough. So something has to be really balanced here in the give and take. Now, it is a card about finances, so it could be about, again, as I said, from speaking with a financial advisor to find the balance in your funds, and dealing with that kind of thing. So it could potentially be about that for you. Let's get the next clarifier and see where this is going. Ace of Swords. Love that card. It's about you claiming your power. It's about you choosing your destiny. It's about you cutting out anything that does not, work for you or is not good for you. So this is your moment, as I said, Mike dropping it to this relationship about, hey, I need to kind of go in this direction because that's what's good for me. That's how I'm going to claim my power. Or I finally see the light on something, okay? New thoughts, new ideas, new clarity that's coming your way, all right? Being able to cut away anything that might be holding you back, binding you. And you do have a card of being held back here. So this is, interesting, the energy that you're going through, my friends. Definitely getting a mic drop moment. It's definitely about wanting to have some joy, some celebration. Maybe you want to go out more, somebody else doesn't. This could be a realization that this person really isn't on the same page as you, okay? Because Three of Cups is about celebrations. It's about finding your tribe. It's about finding the people that you connect with and the people that bring you joy, bring you happiness, people with whom you harmonize well with, all right? Now, as I said, you have this moment here of this Eight of Swords where you're feeling like either you're a little bit stuck here or you don't want to get stuck here, and that's part of this clarity, right? That's part of this, wow, I see you, or I see it. Okay, and so this is where it sort of things start to get complicated a little bit in week 2. And because it's complicated, or it might get a little complicated, I think I see some of you overthinking it, right? Doubting something, maybe feeling stuck in your own mind. So the fears that are arising here, just remember that they're coming from within, okay? They're not from the connection itself. This is you doing this to yourself. Very important message that somebody needs to hear. This is the moment where the Queen of Swords asks you to be honest. Okay? This is where the Queen of Swords asks you about what is it that you really feel, and what is simply a fear-based reaction, right? What is the truth? What is it that you see? What is the truth of the matter here? Okay, so the Queen of the Queen of Swords makes you realize either you're not as stuck as you think you are, or maybe you are going to get stuck here. Okay, because this is seeing the truth, right? This is seeing it. This is when you go, oh, let me speak it. Boom. Okay, boom. All right, now Um, some of you might just feel stuck in, the mundane tasks we need to do every day. Those are the things that, like, running errands and making you feel stuck, and being the one who has to take care of all the people, or you're the one that's doing all the work in the relationship, but like, you're the ones taking care of the kids and the siblings and the older parents, and nobody's here to help you. This could be your mic drop moment when you realize, hey, I can't keep going like this anymore. All right. This is, that sense of you're the one who's doing it all, and you feel like you can't get out of something here, and maybe you need to have a bit more balance in those relationships, right? All right, so that could be your situation as well. Let's get into the clarifiers to see what is making you feel stuck, what is making you feel like that woman on that card. Change is afoot, because you have the Death card. Transformation is afoot here. So you need a change. Like I said, you can't go on like this. You need a change, and you need something to change here. So this is where the truth comes out. This is where the clarity is received, right? In that Death card. You need to do a 180. Or a 180's got to happen, and it's got to happen with speed, because there's that 8 of Wands. Now you have all the wands focusing in the right direction. They're flying out that window, and they're all going toward one thing, right? And they're flying there with speed. There's progress here, which is great, because you're making progress when you see the truth. All right, let's get a clarifier. Judgment. Yeah, the decision's made, right? The decision's made about how you need to move forward, because once that decision's made and you see the light for what it is, you can completely change and have this renewal. All right, that's what Judgment says. Renewal time. Now you get into the 9 of Wands, and that poor guy there looks a little beat up. All right, this poor guy right here is really feeling kind of beat up. But what I feel like the energy here is for you is that it's saying you're very resilient. All right, Sag, you're very resilient. You can stick this out like nobody can. Okay, because you're at least a very positive type of personality, right? Where you've got a lot of fire in you, and you're like, wow, man, like I'll push through this. I'll do it. If anybody's going to do it, I'll do it, right? And you have a lot of strength. That's what this 9 of Wands is saying. This wounded warrior energy, okay, that says you've been through a lot, and could be why you're more guarded, and why you've never seen this truth before, you've never spoken about it, you've never spoken your truth before, and why you haven't mic dropped before now, okay? But I feel like it's important to make sure that that you push through this, whatever this is for you. Okay, now for some of you, if it is finances, I'm going to go back to the finances because they keep giving me these messages, is that make sure you manage your finances well this year. Okay, don't forget about that. Okay, because they keep pointing me to, like, I keep seeing an image pointing me back to that balance card, right there. All right, so let's move on from that energy. All right, but this is also a card that, when you get this card, it's a message that you're not giving up. You're not giving up. You're going to protect your energy. You're going to push through this, and you're still going to stay open. Like I said, you of all people can do this, Sag, because you have that positive attitude. So you're going to be the one that's able to still push through, but with a good attitude here, okay? But what I love is that you're learning to have boundaries, because you're seeing things for what they are. Let's get this 9 of Wands clarified here so we can get a little closer to something. Temperance says patience. Temperance says balance. Temperance says you know, 1 foot in the earth, 1 foot in the water, right? Temperance says a little balancing is required here. You do have this infinity symbol here. So, you know, being able to, that never-ending whatever, okay, needs to always constantly be balanced, especially if it's your energy, because you need to preserve it, all right? Let's get another clarifier. Six of Cups, something from the past here, definitely involved in the situation. Past situation, past person, past memories, something of the past is here, but also something that, you know, made you feel good, all right? So we really, you know, when we get into the nostalgia is because things were great. We want to bring that back. This is part of the clarity, perhaps for you, was how good it was in some regard, whether that's a relationship or the situation at hand, if it's, you know, work related or what have you for you, just sort of seeing that in the clarity, which is, it was quite good then. Wow. Because you're pushing through sort of the, not the bad, but the hard, right, at this point, all right? You have the Knight of Cups. There's definitely an offer here for some of you, if it is relationship-wise or new relationship. There's a potential offer here, and you do need to see it for what it is, right? Whatever that might be. Offer of marriage, an offer of let's move in together, an offer of let's, you know, be exclusive, an offer of do you want to be my partner, all right? Whatever that might be for you, okay? Definitely an offer there, okay? Could be just an offer of, hey, here's a new something, right? Because you're seeing something for what it is in any light. Okay, let's get into the Sun card here. I always love the Sun card. Why? Because it's another card of clarity, right? When we are walking around in the daylight, that's when we see everything. It's in the daylight that you actually notice the dirt, right? You know, and you're walking around and you're looking at the floor, you're looking at the ground. It's when you actually see something. It's the daylight allows you to see so much clearer than ever, certainly than you do in the evening or at nighttime, right? So definitely a card of clarity, but also of joy and a breakthrough. So this is the happiness that you finally can have in this month in all its forms, right? This is about the healing and the positive outcome that you have, okay? It's a card of warmth because the Sun is a warm, you know, brings warmth to us. And with warmth comes confidence, which is really, really nice. Now, for someone out there, they're giving me a message. This is a new money-making opportunity that you've had, the opportunity. You've seen it for what it is, and there's a new opportunity there for you to take. So I have to give that message. I'm not sure who it's for. For somebody else, you know, take it how it resonates. It's a message of stay alert now. Once you've seen something for the truth of what it is, continue to remain alert. I don't know who that message is for, but I have to give it out there. Okay? And, you know, if it is stay alert and it is about an opportunity to make money, then I just have to continue to give this message because you keep telling me if I don't give it, I keep repeating it, which is when something shows up for you and it's really good, it could become the golden goose. So don't dismiss what you see, okay? If that's the opportunity, don't dismiss it. You have the Seven of Swords. That makes perfect logical sense with this card here, okay? Because this card is the card of strategy. So having a strategy to grab that golden goose, you know, to not miss something here. Now that you see it for what it is, whatever it is, yeah, hang on to that, or jump on that, as I want to tell you, because you have the Eight of Cups here, which says you're ready to walk away from the old, ready to go into the new. Yeah, looking back a little bit and appreciating what you've had so far, but ready to walk toward the new, because you also had the Magician pop out there. All right, so the Magician says, yeah, great opportunities there for you to have. All right. All right, Sag, let's get you an oracle message. Message, please, for Sagittarius for January. Okay, something fell on the floor. It's number 51, Milk and Honey. Milk and Honey, lovely card. Give me a second, I'll get the book. Milk and Honey says, you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and suitable. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Oh, absolutely. Take that nourishment, my friends. See the truth. Grab what possibilities are in front of you and enjoy your January. That's where I'm going to leave your reading for today, my friends, and I hope to see you here again very soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.